something's we're having problems.
Where's your flashers? This is not a very good spot either.
No, it's not. I don't even have an alert. It just said reduced engine power. Oh, it died.
It died.
Shift to neutral to start vehicle. Shift to park, start vehicle. What's going on here? Well, that's not good.
I felt the jolt.
I did too, but I don't know what happened. At least it started again. I guess I can try it and see what happens. The way it cranked, fuel delivery would be my guess.
Filling fuel pump, clogged fuel filter, or contaminated fuel. DEF or diesel. We haven't filled in a while. Can cause power loss and an engine shutdown.
Again. Oh, this time I got to check engine light. Reduced engine power. Great.
This is a tiny shoulder too.
Shoot. Yeah, I got to check engine light. And I got reduced engine power.
And it's going to shut itself off, isn't it?
Something's going to happen. Well, man. Better get off.
It's going to die on you.
Man.
Truck's going for a ride.
Zoom, zoom. You made it. Can I make it off the road? Man. Come on, make it up past this at least.
No check engine light.
No, same deal though. I'm sure. I smell diesel.
I do too.
There's a leak. That sounds different. Fuel pressure low.
And there's quite a few campgrounds up there.
In Columbia. I couldn't get it to fail yesterday, but yeah, up the hill it sure did.
Yeah, under load for sure.
Well, I got that guy's cell phone at the dealer up here.
Yeah, except we have a bigger problem. We have the rig now.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we can get further.
I would limp it by.
Close to Columbia.
As close as there is a campground before Columbia called Hanson Hills Campground.
I have a check engine light now.
That way it doesn't smell diesel again. I think I think we've got it figured out. Even make sure there's no puddle or anything. Make sure nothing came completely
It
undone.
definitely smells diesel. Absolutely smell diesel.
Let me make sure there's no puddle dripping
See if
down.
you can find it. It'd be great if we could find it.
Well, there's stuff on the running board, but that could be from the AC. And there, right there.
It just
Golly.
keeps dumping fuel.
Let me see.
Attempt to go because there's nobody back there.
Okay. KOA is 56 minutes. So about an hour and a half. Or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Different between the two. I don't guess it's not doing any more damage than what's already failed.
No, because it's after the fuel pump. That my biggest concern is you don't want to starve the fuel pump
Okay.
and damage it. But we know it's in the rail now.
like that? Yeah.
I see him.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Are you dizzy?
No,
No dizzy.
not dizzy.
Was that fun?
Yes.
Good. It really pins you in, doesn't it?
Yeah, I keep trying to move my head forward.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to put your head down or to the side, or it'll mess with you. Oh wow. You can hear them going through the air.
You can see his feet tighten.
Yeah. You like it? Got a thumbs up. You did good. Whee! I lost it. There he is.
Oh no, but you made me nervous.
No, it's losing power.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Appears to be. I don't know why. It's downshifting again. The surface plaza's right there.
Yeah, there's a Lowe's back there.
Here we go again.
Get towed.
Yep, we sure are.
Here we go again.
Well, now what? There's still a big issue going on. I don't want to go back there.
Close to Lawrence. You said there was a dealer in Lawrence, right?
Oh yeah, we are close to Lawrence. Laird, Noller, Ford. I'm trying to kind of figure out what our options are. My wife's looking up campgrounds while I'm talking to you, trying to figure out what to do with the truck.
Okay. They have a better direction for you to go, and it might actually help both you and your camper.
Okay.
So the girl here says you should take it to the truck center. It's in Topeka, Noller Commercial Truck and Service Center.
I guess you guys have plenty of diesel techs to jump on something like this.
Yeah, we got a bunch of techs and stuff, so
Okay.
we can jump right on it.
Okay. All right. Well, I really appreciate it, and we'll figure out how to get it to you.
You want me to call Deer Creek RV Resort?
Yep. That's what I was just gonna say. Call Deer
I
Creek.
just looked it up. They're right off I-70.
I don't know if they're in the office, but call them. It's where we were before,
Oh my.
when Mommy was in the hospital.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Except this time the
Truck's in the hospital.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if they're there.
I hope they are. That'd be great. Although it's Memorial Day, so I'm telling we have another emergency. They might remember us.
Thank you for calling CoachNet, the most trusted name in the RV industry.
There's an issue going on that they didn't find, even though I really tried to get them to find it.
I want to make sure you guys are actually calling from a safe location.
Well, not really. I mean, we're on the side of I-70 in Kansas. All right, we got an F450, 2019 F450 broke down, leaking diesel fuel on the side of the highway.
No.
Yeah, and pulling a
Okay.
48-foot fifth wheel as well.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So we've done
Let's get you taken care
We've
of.
done a little bit of calling around. I do want to
Oh,
mention
no.
that we've got four people and 2 dogs that will need transport as well.
4 people and 2 dogs.
And the dogs will need to be with us. They need to be
Okay.
transported with the humans.
Yep, those are our babies. I got you.
Yeah, we had one that'd be totally stressed out if he were separated.
Yep.
Being towed with no
Totally
human, he would, yeah.
No, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, now it's going to be, let's see, I'll get this submitted over, and you should be receiving a call here very shortly.
We are kind of in a pickle right now. We are broke down on the highway, and we were just wondering if you had any availability tonight if we can get to you.
If we can get towed there.
If we can get towed to you.
Yeah, we're kind of in an emergency situation. I mean, even if we could park in the, I mean, I don't know, park in the grass and share a pedestal. I mean, at this point, it's just, you know what I mean? We need someplace to be towed to.
I know. Let me help.
We're not picky.
Okay, no. Let's say presumably we have you check in and we have you check out on maybe Saturday.
Okay. I mean, we'd love that. Hopefully that's what works.
If you have to even stay beyond Saturday, I can do that.
Oh, that's
The only
great.
thing-
All right, thank you
Good
very
luck.
much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your help. We are super happy you answered the phone and
Yes.
have availability because we're in a heck of a pickle
That's
trying to
what
figure
we're
this
here
out. Yeah.
Hi, Rhonda. This is Heather Bottomley again. Uh-oh, it's correct. We are currently broke down on I-70. So unfortunately, we are not going to make it to you guys. As of right now, yeah, just cancel it, and if anything changes, we'll let you know.
We tried really hard.
We have tried really hard to make it to you. It's just not working. Yeah, we're leaking diesel fuel again, waiting on tow truck people to call us back.
Hello?
Hi, this is Dina with your CoachNet roadside service.
Yes.
Hi, I was just calling to touch base with you. I am your dispatcher for this service.
Okay.
We've located a provider that can come out and assist you.
Okay.
The name of the company is Heartland Recovery,
Okay.
and we will give you their ETA is in about 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Trying to find an RV park for the RV to go to. We've located one and secured that. So we have a destination now for the truck and a destination for the RV.
Okay.
We got 4 adults and 4 people and 2 dogs that need to be transported, and the dogs need to be transported with the humans. I mentioned that to the first rep, and he said no problem, but I just want to make sure that dispatch is aware of that as well when they talk to the tow truck.
People and 2 dogs.
Yep. and we need to go. Well, I mean, we could be split up, but the dogs need to be with a human, is what I'm saying.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she said they were going to dispatch 2 tow trucks, so that's probably, as long as it's got, as long as we can fit in there somewhere, we're good. 4 people and 2 dogs, so I didn't know if she conveyed that to the tow company. I guess she did, but I mean, most of them are fine with it, but, I don't know. Just make sure. Super friendly dogs, but they would freak out if they were separated, in this situation.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can totally imagine, right? Okay, she did. The service provider said that the truck only fits 1 extra person, but he'll make it work somehow.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. Well, there's two trucks, I believe, so that should be fine. We'll split up. I think she said that they're sending 2 trucks. I guess she's got that in there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to send 2 trucks.
Yeah, that's the
they
way
got
to do it.
two different vehicles. Yeah, no, she's got all the information. No, she confirmed.
All right, sounds great. Well, I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a great one.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
What is this? Second time? Third time?
Well, 3rd time if you count the flatbed.
Oh yeah, 3rd time. Hey, 3rd time's a charm.
Wait, no.
I don't think that's how it works.
Wait, what?
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Tom, I'm picking up a Ford F450.
You got it. Picking up a Ford F450 and then a 48-foot fifth wheel.
48-foot fifth wheel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I am in North Lawrence right now, waiting on the truck to air up.
Okay.
And I'll be headed your way.
Sounds good. And you guys are sending 2 trucks? Is that the plan? One for the RV, one for the 450?
Well, I was going to, and I think I'm just sending 1 now because my other one's tied up still on her because she didn't call back right away. And he's tied up, but so I should have 1 that should be able to take care of both of you.
Oh, you're going to try to pull them both together?
Yep, on my drive line and just drag it with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, as long as you're confident that that's could we all fit? We've got 4 people and 2 dogs.
I won't be able to take any dogs, but I can take all 4 people.
We've got to be able to take the dogs. I told them that's. The dogs can't be separated from us.
Yeah, I have no way to take dogs even. We have a no dogs in our truck policy.
Yeah. Last time we had this happen, we had to call the tow company and get an exception for that because they'll have a heart attack. Or I can ride in the vehicle that's being towed. One of those 2.
Yeah, legally I can't allow that. And my boss won't allow dogs in trucks because the next person could be allergic to a dog and issues.
Okay. Well, it's not going to work then. We'll have to call. We'll have to switch tow companies, I guess.
Alrighty,
that kind of sucks. Let me.
I will call them back.
All right. I'll call them back and let them know. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yep. Bye bye. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I'd rather have 2 trucks so that way we can go opposite ways
Yep.
when the time comes.
Hello.
Hi, this is Max with your CoachNet roadside service.
Yes.
So, am I understanding you're turning away the provider because they're not taking your dog?
Correct. Yes. I called. We were very clear with that on everybody we talked to at CoachNet, and they said that wouldn't be a problem. And then the tow truck driver called, and he said they can't do it. So,
Right. Well, I'm sorry, but they gave you misinformation because most providers, they can only take a couple of passengers, but they're not always guaranteed to take dogs. So, if you have 4 people and 2 dogs, you're probably going to have to take an Uber for that because there's no provider going to find them to be able to take all 6 of you guys.
Okay. Well, we did that not too long ago with a different provider. Can you try to see if there is one that will do that, or?
You're stuck on the side of the highway, sir. We found you a provider who's willing to do the job.
Yeah, but we're not willing to kill our dogs because of it.
I get that, but you can still take an Uber, sir. It's like you having 6 riders. That's a lot of passengers to put in a vehicle, right? So most providers, doing this for almost 2 years, they don't really take a bunch of dogs and a bunch of people in their tow truck. Sometimes they put them in the vehicle that's being towed, but again, that's
we'd be
provider because it's a liability issue.
Right, we'd be fine. We'd be fine with that too. What we don't want to do is have the dogs separated in a vehicle by themselves without a human in there because one of them would have a heart attack.
Right. So what I'm saying is, like, if there's 4 people, can, like, one of those people be in an Uber with those 2 dogs?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you can get us an Uber or something, I mean, that's okay. I don't know if they're even available out here. We were just towed, sadly, less than a week ago, and they sent 2 tow trucks and carried us no problem.
I get what you're saying about the whole dog thing, but I mean, we have to, like, also be in consideration there's like 6 passengers, and like, I mean, like, you know, you kind of gotta have to work with me here.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
No, we're totally willing to work with you as long as the dogs aren't, you know, he said no dogs, period, and I mean, we can't do that unless we come up with a different alternative.
Right, and that's up to them because they're independent contractors.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Right. So that's why I'm recommending, because most people, what they do is they either ask for an Uber or they ask for a Lyft or something when they have like a copious amount. I've had one where they had 8 passengers, right?
Right.
And they wanted everybody to go. There's no way I can do that.
Yeah.
No matter how bad I sweet talk them, there's no way I can do that. He's willing to do the job and everything. It's just like I would hate for you to wait even longer and you're still stuck on the side of the highway. You know what I mean?
I'm also kind of hesitant because he said he only had 1 truck and he was going to hook up the truck and pull the RV at the same time, which is quite a bit riskier than just bringing a flatbed for the truck and then a separate truck.
If he has a big enough truck that he could, it just depends on the size of the vehicle, right? Because if they have a big enough rig, then they can usually do 2. But if they only have like a flatbed or something, I'm not gonna have them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So let me go ahead and call them back to make sure that they actually do the job. And once I get everything squared away, I'll call you right back. Right?
What's the plan you're going to try for?
I'm going to try to make sure that Heartland comes back and does the tow. So I'm calling them back to let them know, like, no, you're not canceling the ticket.
Is there no other provider that we can use?
I mean, sir, we've already called a bunch of providers to find you one who's willing to take you for the tow. You know what I mean? We've called numerous people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've already called 10 people. We've done more than our due diligence working this call. You know what I mean? So if we only called like 2 people, I completely understand. You're on the side of the highway right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm trying to get you off the side of the highway. That's my mission right now.
Okay. All right. Well, so what's the plan for us then to get transported? Are you gonna try to arrange an Uber or something instead for the humans?
I mean, I don't have the ability to order you an Uber. I mean, if one of you has a smartphone that's not dead, you can definitely order one.
Okay.
Well, even then, he can't take all 4 of us.
Yeah.
This is complicated.
Yeah, it is. It wasn't complicated last time.
If they're gonna be here, then somebody's probably gonna have to stay.
They don't allow that.
That's what we were just talking about.
Okay, let me reach out, and I'm so sorry you have to go through that. I do see Max as the person who's going to be dispatching the tow service. So you're thinking about possibly an Uber?
I mean, if we have to, if he can't find a company otherwise.
Or if we can all fit in the tow
Let
truck.
me let him know that.
What?
If we can all fit in the tow truck, we can possibly leave them in the truck.
Okay. Or we can, I don't know, try leaving the dogs in the truck. We would really prefer not to do that.
As long as the tow truck.
In the,
Towed vehicle, yeah, that's what we were trying to avoid because we were afraid they're going to freak out and one of them might have a heart attack.
oh, yeah, we don't want that. Definitely not.
Hi, this is Max with your Coach Net Red Site Service.
Hey.
So, yeah, we're working your ticket. So,
Okay.
since you turned away the previous provider, I'm gonna have to find another one. So we're gonna have to cover half, and you'll have to cover the other half since you turned away the provider that we sent you.
Well, no, I mean, we can take the provider. That's what I was calling to say is we can do the, we looked and I think we can do an Uber if we need to.
Right. Okay, because it'd be another 2-hour ETA for that same provider.
Okay. And there's no other providers, I guess, available.
I mean, we tried, sir. I mean, we tried with other people, and it wasn't really working out. So,
Okay.
All right. So, I'll keep you updated. I still have to figure out. We will pay for no more than the original amount approved. However, okay. So let me call them back and try to get that situated. And once I get everything situated, I'll call you right back.
So you're going to try back for the original provider? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to, and if they don't answer, then I'm going to have to get creative. So, essentially, if it's costing more than what we originally got approved for, then yeah, you would have to pay out of pocket.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let me know. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Heartland Recovery.
Yeah, this is David Bottomley. You called me earlier. We were trying to arrange a tow, and we had an issue with the dogs, and I think we're going to be able to get them. I mean, we could probably just Uber them, if that works. I don't know.
Well, I've already been dispatched on another call out of town, so
Oh, gotcha.
I
Okay.
just got off the phone with them and let them know that we weren't going to be able to do it.
I mean, you guys could get Ubered there. There's just nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
We'd be stuck outside.
Well,
Yeah.
at least it'd be better than it here.
I mean, you could walk
No, it
over to the
wouldn't.
service plaza and Uber. You may want to put the app on your phone if you don't already have it.
Hi, this is Max with
Hey.
your service.
Hey, Max.
So I did speak with management, and we went over everything. So since we did send you our original provider, and there was nothing wrong with the provider, we gave them all the correct information. They were willing to do the job. And then you did turn them away due to your own personal preference. Unfortunately, it would be a member pay service if we did try to find you another provider.
Okay. I mean, I didn't. So Coach Ned is who told me that would not be a problem. Multiple reps told me that.
That's great, sir. But they're independent contractors, so it is up to them if they are going to take it or not.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's great. We can tell you that we can take it because we can, but it's up to the independent contractor if they are or not.
Sure, no, I didn't know that was going to be an issue though until he called me and told me it was going to be an issue.
I got you. So it is one service per event, and we did send service to you. We already paid for it and everything, but then you sent them away. So any further service.
You already paid for it?
Yeah, we paid for it. Yeah.
Well, then they can come get us. I don't understand. I mean, that's fine.
I try to call them back and they can't even do it anymore because it's they got other calls. So I try to get this up to try to dispatch them out again, and they said they can't do it because they can't do it today.
They don't have availability today?
They don't.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, what are our options?
We're gonna have to try to find you another provider, but you're gonna have to pay out of pocket for this.
How much is that going to be, you think?
The tow company that we sent you the first time was $1,500 each.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Well, no, I didn't know that was going to be an issue. You guys didn't tell me?
Yeah, I got you. We sent to them. We paid for it. So we spent almost $3,000 to try to get you off the highway. And I get what you're saying, that you turn it away because of the dogs, and I get that part, But, you have to understand our perspective. You turn it away,
Can I call Heartland and talk to them?
Yeah, you can. I can give you the phone number.
But they've already been paid?
We already paid them. We paid them originally to send them out, and then when you guys turned them away, we only had to pay half. But still, even with half, that was a good $1,500 right there that we paid them for showing up in the cancellation fee. So
Okay.
we did our due diligence trying to find a provider.
Well, I wish you guys had told me that there was going to be an issue. Beforehand, and then I wouldn't have turned it away. I would have been able to.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I do apologize that they weren't they weren't wrong, but they weren't I understand where they were coming from, where they said that to you. Could they take them? Yes. Could they not take them? Absolutely. They are independent contract.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know what I mean? So it's just, I'm sorry that they made it seem like, oh yeah, without question we'll take it.
Yeah, that's what I was told, so I didn't know that was going to be an issue.
Again, it'd be different if it was just you and a chihuahua or something. Most of the time they take it. But when it comes to a copious amount of people plus animals.
Well, and I looked, and I think we can get an Uber. I don't think that's a problem. I'm just trying to figure out, how to get the rest of it. Yeah.
I get it. We'll give you a call in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just to see what's going on, and we'll go from there, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, Max.
All right, no problem. Take care.
You too. Well, this really sucks.
Stinks.
Oh, man. I don't know what to do.
Heartland Recovery.
I think CoachNet reached out to you. There was a miscommunication about transporting, and I'm trying to figure out if I can get a tow arranged.
I do not have a driver available, and he won't be back until morning. He's going to load the box truck and head down to Wichita.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this might be really bad.
Mm-hmm. You think?
What's the payment situation now?
We're not able to re-dispatch someone when we did out-of-pocket costs for the original provider to come out. Yeah, so there'll be a duplicate pay for the single service. We wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay. Well, this is a sucky situation.
I still blame CoachNet because they didn't relay all the correct information like they said they did.
Right.
Howdy.
Been having fun?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the number 8 injector was stuck in there, and number 5 was stuck in there. I don't know if they didn't clean the bores out.
How in the heck did they get it? They just did the valve cover.
Yeah, I had to take the coolant reservoir out and the charge air cooler and all that stuff because I had to cut a line, weld a nut to it. Number 5 was when they did the valve cover.
Yeah, and they broke their slide hammer trying to get it out.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh.
Yeah, but number 8 was loose also.
Okay, that could have been a contributing factor.
Yeah, I think the compression pulses probably was messing with it. But I mean, so far we're
doing good.
We're good. Yeah,
Sweet.
We passed the high pressure fuel test and everything.
Awesome. So you're comfortable with that CP4? It's good.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Get you on your way.
Well, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked the other shop, but I didn't believe them. I mean, are you comfortable? I mean, if you were me, you'd feel comfortable sticking your family in here and hauling the rig at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know we're not under load is the only thing.
Yeah, and I went through town, so I got here faster, but I've done like 4 wide open throttles.
Okay, cool.
Up to like 45, but
yeah,
we'll get on the highway up here. And
well, they took it for a 40-mile test last time and couldn't get it to fail.
Wow.
But again, no load.
Yeah.
It's all load dependent.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you jumping on it, and the conversation yesterday made me feel so much better. You know what you're doing, and I was
whoever did the valve cover did not know what they were doing.
That was my.
I had to reroute the wiring harness. That's in a bolt and a fuel rail, and the battery bracket that holds battery cables to the battery over here. They broke all the clips. Yeah, there's.
I mean, it's okay now. I guess there's no concerns.
Yeah, no, I fixed everything that
sweet.
needed to be. Put the bolts in that it needed and put the wiring harness back where it needed.
Super appreciate it. This has been extremely stressful, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
That was one of the most stressful times of my life, sitting on the side of I-70 here, because I couldn't get a tow. And we were there for hours trying to figure out how to arrange. We got CoachNet, and they screwed stuff up, and they couldn't get anybody. But we had just been towed a week before by GT over in Kansas City, who's the contractor for Midway. And Midway, to their credit, did pay for that tow, even though they did nothing to find the root cause of the problem, which drove me batty, because I questioned it a million times. I'm like, you can't just keep replacing. You have two hoses bust. Something has, the internal pressure is going up. It's got to be.
Yep.
I mean, and they're like, no, you're good to go. I'm like, I don't buy it, but.
I'd be going after some money from each one of them. We love GT Towing. They were great. They did a great job of towing us back there. So I called GT because I was in a pickle. I'm like, can you guys help or give me advice? Figure out. I mean, and they're like, call Taylor Towing here. Yeah. And Tyler from Taylor. I called him and he's like, oh yeah, we'll get you taken care of. Yeah. That pin weight's like 5,000 pounds from our rig. It's not light, but he did it, and they had a flatbed to pull this up on. It worked out great, which I definitely prefer over dropping the drive shaft. Yep. I was questioning everything Midway did after that. I was like, man, because they refused to run the freaking tests. Yeah. And I was like, can you do a leak-off test on the injectors? And they're like, no, it's not necessary. And I'm like, everything I'm reading says it is. Yeah, you have to. And I mean, I've ran into it. Maybe they haven't ran into it, but I'd figure them. I mean, that's Midway Truck Center.
Yeah, well, they're big.
Yeah, it was a big truck center.
The diesel tech forums online agree with you. Yeah. I mean, AI agrees with you. I mean, I ran it through. I researched the snot at everything. I've been in IT for 30 years. So.
Yeah. I fixed everything that I possibly could. So I double-checked the hold-down torque on the number 6 injector.
Okay, good. Yeah, perfect.
And the fuel line on it, and it's fine. So as long as
and you said number 8 was loose as well? Did he check the other hold-down bolts on those others on that side? Yep. Okay, he tested all of them on the driver's side. Okay, perfect. I figured while he had the cover off, he went ahead and did it. I mean, most good techs would, but just wanted to ask the question. So they're confident that the return pressure is not elevated in any way. It's within spec. Correct. It's frustrating because I specifically, this thing will go when it's not got a load.
They run pretty well.
Yeah.
10 speeds even are a little bit better than these ones.
Yeah, but I understand this is a rock solid transmission, so.
Yeah, these are really good.
Yeah. Oh, crap. There we are.
Let's see what it did.
Yeah.
That or it overboosted.
Well, at least it happened to you. Do you work tomorrow?
I don't.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get you done today. Well, don't.
Yeah, don't freak out yet.
Yeah, don't freak out yet. Fuel pressure regulator A, control.
Or it's getting weak. I mean, having an issue.
Well, I replaced one last week. When they usually act up, usually it does exactly what it did.
Just now?
The P090.
Let's replace that sucker.
Yeah, let me see if.
I'm already dropping a fortune. Let's just get it fixed right, Yeah, see if they can get it.
Yep, we got one.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad it happened to you, and I'm glad that's all it was, and it wasn't I am so gun shy. When I see that, feel that, I'm like, oh crap, I go out and I just open the door and I smell diesel, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Alright, called my wife. I was like, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I mean, given the situation, just.
I'd let Sarah do it for me if I was on vacation.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I asked the service advisor over there to ask the tech. I'm like, well, he had it open. Did he check all the others? Because they were tight. I said, yeah, he checked them all. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'll feel better with that all being new anyway. I mean, literally, there's not a lot else there.
It wouldn't control the fuel pressure is why it shut off.
Right.
It wasn't building the 29,000 like it was supposed to.
Didn't hit the top like it should have yet.
Yeah.
But the fuel pump can't trigger that code.
No.
That's specific to that. Okay.
So you got volume control valve, which controls flow, and then you got your fuel pressure regulator.
Yep.
That controls the pressure and returns that back to the tank.
Right. On that line, that same line. Yep.
But it's separate from the fuel injector. The fuel injector return goes back to the fuel filter.
Oh, okay.
So
that's why I was kind of confused when you were talking.
That one goes back to the tank.
Okay.
Actually, it goes back to a line that goes back to high pressure pump.
Right.
Steel line, but it's not.
But it all ultimately goes through the cooler, doesn't it? And then back. I thought it did.
Yeah.
Okay. And then back to the FCM. Yeah.
Not too often I drive a truck like this with a customer in it, but.
Hey. I'm all for it, man.
It does well. They do well though. I mean, they pull like.
Yeah. Oh, it pulls great. I don't even know the thing's back there half the time. Wide open throttle.
I'm on the floor.
Yep.
We don't got any more.
Yep. Well, that'll do it. It seemed to like it now.
I'd say that's probably okay.
Yeah, we've gotten to know Topeka more than we wanted to. So we came through here 2 years ago, and this was supposed to be an overnight stop here at Deer Creek Campground. My wife started having chest pain, and she had ended up with acute pancreatitis, had to have her gallbladder out, so she was in the hospital over here for a week. That was 2 years ago.
So you guys.
So Topeka is our,
second home.
Is our go-to for everything going wrong. I don't know. I mean,
sorry. I mean, there's not much going on here except for I guess getting your stuff repaired.
It all worked out, and people here have been great.
Yeah, it's amazing. 10,000-pound truck, and it.
Oh yeah, accelerates like that.
Lets the boost in, pulls it out on shift, and puts it right back in.
Cool. Well, I feel a whole lot better after riding around with you and talking to you.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I really appreciate you staying over. And
I'd want somebody to do the same for me if I was
driving at home. Yeah.
Nobody wants to be stuck somewhere where they should be somewhere else, especially on a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
At least tomorrow you'll be able to make it to Dodge City and do whatever you're doing.
Yep. So overall opinion of the truck, well, I gotcha. 159,000 miles, 450 with what you just did to it.
I would drive it.
Solid.
Yeah.
I mean, no concerns.
Shifts well. Usually when you start having issues with these 6R140s, it's usually the 2-1 shift.
Okay.
So when you're coming down to a stop,
you start.
When it shifts from second to first, it'll go dong.
Yeah.
And if you get to that point, that's usually the Ford clutches are starting to go bad in it.
But I mean, I've heard these things just go for the most part. I mean, 300, 400 possibly.
I mean, I wouldn't trade it off on no 2019 10-speed or 2020 10-speed.
Yeah.
I mean, you really do got the best of both worlds. I mean, you got the 6.7 and you have the 6R140.
Here, I got a ball.
Where'd you get a ball? Where did you get that?
He always finds a ball.
He does. I don't know where you even found that. Wait, what's that? In his mouth.
You guys having fun?
Bear, don't hurt yourself doing circles.
He's gonna pounce. Hi, it's me.
They don't have two pussies.
No problem.
Banana, get over here. Bring it. What's wrong with you?
Bread, yes.
No pole bear. You happy pole bear?
Let me get it where the clear stuff is.
Anti pole bear.